You are following the Old South Road from Isengard to Tharbad on an errand for Saruman when you are attacked by wild men of Dunland. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Line Unbroken, my progression-style playthrough series of the Lord of the Rings living card game. Here I am playing the first scenario of the Ringmaker cycle, the Dunland Trap. So, set up, set Chief Touch, and I'm going to do Ravine aside out of play. Make Old South Road the active location. Each player searches the encounter deck for a Boar Clan enemy and puts it into play. Engage with him. Shuffle the encounter deck. The Old South Road has 1 threat, 4 quest points, and forced at the end of the refresh phase, remove 1 time counter from the current quest. So let's take a look in the encounter deck for some Boar Clan enemies. There are 2 that I can choose from. The Stalker and the Warrior. The Warrior is more immediately dangerous and is dealt more shadow cards as the engaged player draws cards. The Stalker starts off very weak but gains attack and defense every time the engaged player draws any cards. Now, I think I might take one of each, actually. So, based on my opening hand, I'm going to have it like this. Okay, so that's that. Already weary from a full day of travel, you struggle to hold off the ferocious Dunlanding attack. You must rally your companions and drive back the enemy, or you will be defeated. Time 2. Forced. After the last time counter is removed from this stage, each player discards his hand and draws 2 cards. Place 2 time counters on this stage, so clearing the Old South Road straight away is very important, otherwise you're discarding your hand immediately at the end of the first round, rather than the end of the second round, which is more palatable. So, okay, so I will play Expert Treasure Hunter onto Aelin. And let's pay 2 for the Envoy Pelagir. And add 1 resource to Elrond. And then play 2 for Warden of Healing, I think. No, I'll save the Sylvan Tracker next round. Over here, Stargazer, that is the thing that I really want. Save the other resource for Test of Will. Use the Stargazer, draw the top 5 cards. Okay. Getting that unexpected courage could be significant. Other than that, I suppose this is the willpower. And maybe the hasty stroke. In fact, no. Put the hasty stroke at the top. So, now, questing. I want to be able to kill this Stalker this round. So, pressing 3, 7, 9. Dunlanding Ambush. Surge, when revealed, attached to the active location. Cancel the condition attachment with the text. Limit 1 per location. Forced after attached location is explored. Each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Dunland enemy and puts it into play engaged with him. Shuffle the encounter deck. I do not want that to happen. That would be too many enemies right at the start. So I'll cancel that with a test of will, where it surges into Hills of Dunland. While it's in the staging area, it gains Forced. After a player draws any number of cards, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the discarded card is a Dunland enemy, put it into play engaged with that player. This ability does not stack with other copies of Hills of Dunland. And travel, each player draws a card to travel here. The Foothills. Surge. Threat equal to the resources, and it gets resources anytime a player draws any number of cards. Surges into another Hills of Dunland. Right. So this is currently 0 threat. So I've added 4. I make 5 progress, but in fact I am going to discard cards to boost Aowen's willpower. I'll discard Gildo's Council, and I'll discard this Northern Tracker. So 11. I've quested successfully, so I trigger Expert Treasure Hunter. I name Event. It's an event, so I add it to my hand. Unfortunately, I don't have the resource to play it now, should the need arise. So I make 7 progress. Add this to the victory display. And I will travel to the Hippoglyph Foothills because I don't want to have to deal with the travel cost on this. Deal more shadows, and I'll take this one attack undefended. Till the end of the round, attacking enemy cannot take damage. If I had the resource to play that hasty stroke, that would be great, but I don't. Well, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Yeah. I was all ready to kill this, but now that's obviously not going to happen. There's a way to get another ally into my discard pile. And I could kill Nara. Okay, Frodo will defend this. +1 attack and another shadow card. Okay, so we'll just +1 attack, so 2 damage. Frodo will take 2 threat. And I'm going to play well equipped. And then I'm going to discard Caldara. Bring in Northern Tracker and Westro Traveller. Westro Traveller will allow me to switch the active location. And since the Stalker can't take damage, Legolas and the Tracker can attack the Warrior and kill it. +2 progress for Legolas. At the end of the round, we remove a time counter and Control N. Put another resource here, and each player has just drawn a card, so we trigger the Hills of Dunland, discarding 2 cards. Neither of them is a Dunland enemy, so nothing happens. So let's Stargaze. Right, this I want. And I really need to get some resources. let's just take a look. Nope. If I had another envoy, then I could give a resource to Eowyn, but I don't. So let's go for this. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, wrong deck. I didn't see those cards. So let's play Ziggle Miner 1, make 2 resources back, play a good meal on Frodo, and that will be that. Over here, I will play the Sylvan Tracker, which enters play with 2s for all its stats because of Celeborn. And now let's see. Oh, this has 2 resources on it. So there's 4 threat in the staging area. Quest for 4, 6, 7. How much do I need to kill this? 7. So this for 10. Maybe just do the 10. So, request for 10. Okay. This is an issue. Can't cancel it. So, when revealed, each player draws a card. After a player draws any number of cards, he gains +1 threat until the end of the round. This gets another 2 resources, and this triggers discarding. Okay, so this comes in here. And the second card of staging is the Plains of Enedwith. While it's the active location, players do not draw a card during the resource phase. So that could be useful under the circumstances. So I've added 2, 4, 6 additional threat. Well, let's discard some cards to Eowyn. Let's discard this Mirkwood Runner. And let's discard this Lorien Guide. Get 2 more points of willpower out of Eowyn. Attachment. It was an ally. Damn. I forgot how I... Well, but then I kind of want my allies to be ending up in my discard pile, so... Well, 2 progress. 1, 2. I do not want to trigger the Hills of Dunland again. I'm going to travel to the Plains of Enedwith. So let's just lock this deck to make sure. Now I do not have to engage the tribesmen, and it might be a better idea if I didn't. So let's just leave him for now. These shadows. And yeah, let's play this feint here. And let's just chain block with the envoy Pelagia. Attack 3, 5, 7. And that's a point. Legolas. I think I will choose not to trigger Legolas' ability, because I want that to stay active. And now, at the end of the round, we remove a time counter, so each player discards his hand and draws 2 cards. Oh, yeah. Unlock deck. And I'll lock it again. Which deals a shadow card here. This guy gains threat, but it's the end of the round, so it'll be gone for next round. This will be going. Oh, sorry. During the refresh phase, Stargaze. Two. And Fortune or Fate to bring back Caldara. So then, at the end of the round, discard these, draw 2 cards, which triggers that, and this. No enemies, so that does nothing. And I think that is all the effects. This threat has gone away. Draw in. Do not draw a card, because of the planes have ended with. Oh, and there should be 2 time counters back on here. Right. So, okay. I can afford the Knife Guide. Probably be a good idea. Oh, and Solving character ready during the refresh phase and was healed. So let's play 2 for the Knife Guide and say that Elrond does not exhaust a quest. Yeah, let's pay 3 for Pelagia's Shipwright. So there is 8 threat in the staging area. This guy is 0 threat because no one has drawn any cards this round. So quest for 3, 6, 5, 7, 11, 13, 14, 16, 19. And reveal Dunland Berserker and in need of rest. Okay, this is fine. Remove a hero from the quest. Choose Caldara. Attach in need of rest to that hero. Cancel a condition attachment with the text limit 1 per hero. Forced after a time counter is removed from the current quest. Attached hero takes 1 damage. So that loses me 2 willpower. I've added 2 threat. I make 7 progress. So now let's travel to the foothills. I can unlock my deck. What's in the discard pile? Allies wise. Okay. So now it would be useful if I could deal with this berserker. Well, I mean, I have to deal with this berserker. It's just a question of how best to do so. Oh, and I should know what this is, but I can't remember, so I'm going to say event. It's an event. Expert Treasure Hunter, very useful in the Caldara deck. So, yeah. Takes 5 to kill all of these. I can possibly manage that. So, bring down here. Deal out the shadows. Oh, we defend here. No shadow. +1 attack. +2 if the defending character is undamaged. So we'll take 2 damage. Don't think that's worth cancelling though. Frodo defends here. That is actually... No, that is not worth cancelling. Because 2 on 2, no damage, so I take the second one undefended. Okay, 2 damage, which I will go to Caldara. Then I discard Caldara, which discards immediate rest. And let's bring in Line Guide, who has 2 attack as she comes in. And yeah, actually, another Westroad Traveller. So that I can swap these locations around and not have to deal with this travel cost. Even though this will be 8 threat next round, I have tons of willpower, so I'm not so concerned about it. Right, so now rather than kill this guy, the 9th guy will attack and deal 1 damage. And Legolas and the Lorien Guide, who is boosted by Celeborn, attack for 5. There's 2 progress for Legolas. All the Dunland are gone. Discard these shadow cards. At the end of the round, we will remove a time counter. Control N. Do a shadow here, put 2 resources here, and add 2 threat here. So let's stargaze. Alright. Yep, let's go for that. So I discarded the hidden cache now. 2 resources. Oh wait, no, I still have a miner, so hang on. So then I'll... Actually, that still works. 1. Get 1 more resource. And over here, let's play the Tree People. Return the 9th Guide to my hand. And look at the top 5. Solo Archer. I'll bring in... Shuffle my deck. And then head 2, for the Ninth Guide again, and once again, Elrond, I think, will quest without exhausting. Elrond. So, there is 10 threat in the staging area. Quest for 3, 6. I need 5. No, sorry, I need 4. 6, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17. Yeah, that's probably enough, to be honest. 17. And just keep all of this ready. Porkland Warrior and Porkland Stalker, so that's an extra 5. No, nothing right now to discard to my own. Well, I guess I'm discarding my hand at the end of the round, so actually, discard a test of will to Aelin. So I'll make 3 progress. Don't want to advance yet, is the thing. So now let's travel here. And we have to deal... Still don't have to deal with the tribesmen yet, which is helpful. Let's see. Okay, and quested successfully, so I say event. Jordan Tomb. So I'll play Jordan Tomb to bring back Fortune or Fate, and then I'll play Fortune or Fate to bring back Caldara. What allies are in the discard pile? Line Guide, Line Western Traveller. Okay. And this deck is first player, so okay. We'll get them both down here. Actually, how do I want to try and get rid of the tribesmen? Because I possibly can. Take option of the tribesman here, option of the stalker here, and the warrior will come down here. Okay, I think this will work. So shadow, 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 shadow. Let's play the Fate on the guy with 2 shadow cards. Frodo will defend against the tribesman. Plus 1 attack on the shadow card. Can't take damage. So much for killing him. So that's 5 attack. Raise my attack by 3. Caldara will defend against this warrior. So she takes 1 damage. Stalker, I'll take undefended. Plus 1 attack in shadow. So just plus 1 attack, so I'll put the damage on Legolas. And now let's discard Caldara again. Bring in another Line Guide and another Zero Miner. So, this one's boosted by Caliborn, so 2, 3, 4 attack available. Which is not enough to kill anything. Anyway, but helps along by Legolas or Sunlit Archer. Let's see, how much have I got? I replayed this Ninth Guide this round, so she's 2, the Archer is 3. 1, 2, 3. So I need 4 for this, 5 for this. Which 5, It would be good to get rid of this. So actually, I don't need the miner for that, so I'll say two. Is two a good guess? Good. Okay, there was a hidden cache there, so I get 2 resources. And now yeah, so I can manage 5 and 3. Discard shadow cards. At the end of the round, we'll remove the time counter, discard hand and draw 2 cards. And move to the new round. Actually, I suppose. No, there's no way I can get Caldara back. No, fast. So. Right. This will go away when I advance the quest stage, which I'm about to do. So there's nothing else I can do here. Legolas was healed. When he ready, during the refresh phase. So let's look at the top 5 cards. Okay. Yeah. I want to get Emery into my hand. So even though it doesn't get me as many resources. There. 2 and 3. So 2 matches and 1 cash. May as well play Arwen. And alright. There's no threat in the staging area. It's quest 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Alright, well, let's boost Elrond. 17. There are no locations in play, so this does nothing, but it's it. Just frenzied attack. Each player draws a card, each player discards each ally from his hand. Okay. Yeah. Oh no, this loses me. Emery. Oh well. And because of the card drawing, not that his threat matters. So, 2 threat, I make 15 progress. And advance to the next quest stage. You've driven back the attackers, but some of them seized your bags during the fight and took them as they fled. Inside one of those bags is the gold that Saruman gave you for your quest, so you pursue the thieves deeper into Dunland. When revealed, make one of revealing the active location, returning any previous active location to the staging area. Each player discards each item and each mount attachment he controls. Each player chooses one ally he controls and discards each other ally he controls. So, I have no items. Oh, I don't know, so I'll say event. And yeah, so I'm going to choose to keep my Stargazer. And the Sylvan Tracker. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard. Oh, sorry. In your zeal to recover the gold, you have been led into an ambush. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a ball plan enemy and puts it into play engaged with him. Shuffle the encounter deck. Each player shuffles his discard pile into his draw deck and draws one card. And forced at the end of the combat phase, advance to stage 3A. So. Well, there's only one card left in the encounter deck, which is a tribesman. The shadow effect is attacking enemy gets +1 attack. It's interesting. So let's. At this point, I think it's probably definitely worth taking the Stalkers. Because in my current state, I can't deal with a lot of attack. And shuffle this card pile out of its deck. Draw one card. Shuffle this card pile out of its deck. Draw one card. So, combat phase. Deal out shadow cards. Oh, look, the encounter deck's empty. So let's play Feint on this guy with his 4 shadow cards. And, well, Woman of Deep Ravine, 4 threat, 6 quest points. Dunland enemies get +1 attack and +1 defense. So this is 2 attack and 2 defense. I will take it undefended. Suppose I'll take this one undefended as well, and Frodo will defend the tribesman. So I need 2 to kill this. Seven for this one. Oh, actually no. Sorry, I'm going to take that back. He had 3 damage. So I'd rather get rid of this one. So 2, 5, 7, 8. Has 2 progress with Legolas. That is all I can do. By the end of the combat phase, advance to stage 3. The Dunlandings are more clever than you thought. Using your gear as bait, they have lured you into a deep ravine where you are surrounded. A large warrior wearing a boar's mantle strides forward and signals the attack. With no hope of escape, your only option is to fight. When revealed, put Chief Turch into play, engaged with the first player. Chief Turch has 50 engagement cost, 3 threat, 5 attack, 3 defense, 5 hit points. Cannot have attachments, cannot leave play. Chief Turch engages the first player, and forced, after an enemy engages a player, remove 1 time counter from the current quest. Time X. X is 5 times the number of players in the game. So, 10. If a hero is destroyed at this stage, the players lose the game. Forced, after the last time counter is removed from this stage, the players make engagement checks. Then each engaged enemy makes an attack. If no heroes are destroyed by these attacks, the players win the game. So we just have to survive. So, into the refresh phase. First player token passes, so the Chief Turch engages the new first player, and per his own ability, remove a time counter from the quest. I will trigger the Stargazer. Well, unexpected courage could definitely be useful. So I guess I'll take that, and then Hasty Stroke. But this is far from ideal. Move another time counter at the end of the round. So we should deal with the shadow card here, but the deck's empty. This is down to 2 thread, this is another resource. Okay. So let's play Unexpected Courage onto Frodo, and those under the circumstances, it really should be Frodo. Oh, Legolas was healed to visit Summon Tracker and Elrond, and the thought occurs that this deck is actually totally screwed. Unless... okay. So let's play the Burning Brand, onto Elrond, and then let's pay 5 for Gandalf, deal 4 damage to the tribesman, which kills him. And now there was 2 threat in the staging area. I want to make 4 progress to clear this location. So that's 4, 7, 11. Nope, I did not want more enemies. But surges. And of course we get another one, which surges. Right, so that's an extra 5 threat added. So I'm making 4 progress, which is what I want. Quested successfully. So event. This goes to the victory display. This is discarded, but I have to resolve it. So let's see, Stalker and geez, Berserker. Can I deal with the Berserker? Because I don't have a lot of options. 2 enemies just engaged players. So with 2 time counters, travel to the planes of ended both. Engage, engage, with 2 more time counters. Now we deal out shadow cards. So this one is 2 attack. Probably will defend it. Okay. 2 touches, 5 attack. Brother will defend him. Raise my threat by 3. Undefended. And undefended. Fortunately, they're both 0 attack. Now, undefended. Undefended. 4. Cancel that. Summon tracker. Defend. Summon tracker's dead. Right. So let's just kill this off. That's all I can do. In the refresh phase. 2 touch engages. And it's a time counter. I'll stargaze. No sign, unfortunately, fatal Warden teams. Gandalf goes away. Remove time counter at the end of the round. So let's play this Unexpected Courage into Elrond. Quest for 4. Oh. Okay. It's not an issue. Surges. Alright, each player got a card. And the stream. So that's 5 threat in the staging unit. It is 4 willpower. We lose by 1. So have to bring the tribesman down here, which removes a time counter. Damn it. At this point, if I could somehow remove an additional time counter right now, it would be really helpful. Because then I'd only have to last through essentially the normal combat. Okay, so Elrond will defend both of these. All of the shadows are cancelled. I will feint Chief Touch. And Celeborn will defend this guy. +2 attack because the defending character is undamaged, means that Caliborn is dead and I have lost the game. Yeah, I did not get the draws from my decks that I really needed early on. I needed to have Steward and Villiers going on here, and preferably be able to find Fortune of Fate and stuff to bring Caldara back, and want more allies as well would have been helpful. If you lose all your allies, if you don't draw any more, it's kind of a problem. So, this is a tough quest. Let's try it again.